Hello friends, welcome back. It is Angela, and for those of you who are returning, thank you so much, and thank you for all your comments, specifically today. Notes and Hues, Where Wendy Travels, and Sweet Bee Paper Company. Thanks for your comments, for your likes, for subscribing. I appreciate you a whole lot. And for those who are new, welcome. If you are brand new to the channel, I do a lot of art, DIY, paper crafting, lots of junk journals, and lots of thrifting for vintage treasures. Sometimes not vintage, but you know. So this is actually a viewer request from Barbie. And I had mentioned my awl or Pokie tool that I made. And she said, hey, how about a tutorial on that? So I was like, okay, no problem. They are super, super easy. So here is what you're going to need. You're going to need some beads. You're going to need some kind of very long Pokie type of item. Now, if this is the awl that I've used, I just organized everything. So this is the awl that I use a lot of the times for like really tough things, but this one will work just as well. It's new, so and I just keep a wine cork on the end, but look, it's even kind of bent. But it just, I've had this for probably, well, a very, very long time, because it's something I used when I was doing other art years ago. Okay, so you'll need some kind of needle. Now, in the description box, which is right below, if you're on a mobile device, you'll see it says more. Just click on that, and you'll see all of the links. There's an Amazon link to Restore You Essentials, and in there are both these needles. This is just a sewing needle. You see that? And I think it was, what did I say? Somebody asked so they could make these along with me. 6.5 inches. Oh, upside down. I was like, what? Yeah, all just under 6, and it looks like 7/8, if I remember correctly. And then this is, I have not used one of these yet, so I thought we would try it today. But this is this is like what you wrap up your turkey with. You know? Tie up a turkey? I don't know. But it's got a really great big round piece on there, which I think I could probably play around with that and do something else with it. Maybe we'll try it. And that is just about 6 inches, just under, about 5 7/8. So one is a little bit shorter than the other. You're going to need some beads. You're going to need some kind of really good glue. I'm suggesting E6000. My E6000 has seen better days, so I just have a toothpick. And then I have some things already kind of, these, for example, well, I got this out. This is a necklace I got. Isn't this cool? I mean, that's tons of fun for dangles. And it sits over here under my desk, and I'll keep it over here just in case we want something else. But as I was cleaning up, then I found some things that I had already harvested, and I thought, well, let's use those up first since they're already off of there. So, then you need some beads, and I also have my, excuse me, jump rings. So we're just going to go. These are so easy, I'm telling you. Probably the most difficult part is just finding something that works for you to make these, A, and B, like this one, you can tell is way thicker than that needle. So finding the right beads might be a little bit of a challenge. That's as hard as it gets. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my coffee because it's still really early. By the way, I am sitting down here in my very clean, very organized craft room, and I have a bunch of videos to do today, and I'm thinking, I just found this on the floor. I'm thinking I should just do the video and then make it all messy again, because it's not going to stay like this forever. I mean, it stays pretty clean, but it just looks really pretty right now. It's the little things. It's the little things. All right, so we're going to start with, I got one to do lavender with. Now, let's see. I'm just going to start, you kind of have to audition, if you will. I'm going to move the trade spots with this because I'm standing up and I want to be able to see. Yeah, I think we'll do the Christmassy one with the turkey thingy. All right, so what do we want to start with? You know, let's see if we have something in here that's just a little bit, these are, let me just put one on here so you can see about the size. But I'm thinking if we had something to kind of, like I did on this one, to just make it really robust. So see that size? Let's see what we can find over here. Okay, I'll move this so you guys can look along with me. Most of my beads are all organized by color and such, but for some reason, I love the fact that I can just dig through this. So we've got pretty much, you know, we've got the clear. I'm just going to stick that on too. That one's a little bit bigger, and this purpley color. This looks a little too modern. I was going for more of a shabby chic Victorian look. So let's see what we can find. I may, ooh, you know, this won't work, but, well, maybe it will. Let's just keep that, put that on there. Here's this one. It's too lavender. This is almost like a mauve-y pinky lavender. Does that make sense? This one kind of looks cool, though. It makes it look way more Victorian. Let's see what else we can find. I mean, I guess we could just go, we could leave these out. Let's just try it. All right, so I'm going to put this aside. We might need another one of these, but I'm thinking that will be a nice top to it. So see how I did that? And then I just glued on that little bead on the top just to top it off. So let's say this is on the top. I want to use some bling. These little pieces do not work on the turkey piece. This little, I can't, it's escaping me. It'll come to me. All I can think is a cloche, and that's not it, because a cloche is something that you... Okay, let's see if we can put one on the top of here. This one. But then it's only going to go that... Okay, so that's not going to work. Whoa. I'm thinking. This is, I mean, you just kind of have to play around with your... I do like that. Your beads to see what works. Whoops. Okay, I know I can't put that on yet, so let's just keep going. Okay, so there's those. I need to have this on here so I can see what it looks like. We'll just do it like that. You could put a little big, it's kind of big, man, forget it. But you could put one of those on there to keep it from falling off. How about this big, kind of clearish one? I like. Let's see if we can do how this will look. Thinking we need another one of these. I may not have got enough beads out. You know, hang on. I'm not liking that these are like in a row. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. So what if we put this one on? And then another one of these. So that kind of closes that off. And one of these. I know this is hard to see because I've got it zoomed in so you can kind of see our progress. And then this one. Yeah, that looks better. It looks a little more streamlined. Now what? Oh, I do have another one of these. Okay, let me just do this. I do have another one of these. I have a couple small ones. I did grab a couple of these out, but they don't really, well. This one might. Let's just put it on here for right now. That kind of looks cool. It kind of ties this together with this. Okay, we're going for it. But we still got a ways to go. So see how this one I went, let's see, how many inches did I leave at the bottom? It doesn't matter. You guys can choose to leave it as long as you, or as short as you want. If you leave it too long though, mine's about 2 3/4 inches. It may be susceptible to bending a little bit more. So this might make it a little more sturdy. Okay, I like it. And where's my pretties? About this one. That one. Do we have one more purpley thing? I do not want to have to go dig to the bottom. Well, we could just finish it off with this. I like that a lot. What do you guys think? Here, let me put it this way so you can see. Okay, now I'm going to put on some of the, I'm just going to move this out of the way really quick. The jump rings. I think we'll use silver. Which means that I'm going to need my tool, which I didn't tell you. And I just find it easier to use two. So let me just grab a couple. Let's start with a little one. Or smaller one. And I wonder, I'm thinking, okay, let's see. This is going to be all the way up here. And I want this at the top, the very, very tippy top. Maybe. Oh, it might not fit. I can't see. No. Okay, what we could do. Well, we could just glue it on. So what I want is I want that little jump ring to be at the bottom of this. So I want the jump rings on first. My fingers are not working today. Oh my goodness. There we go. Let me just close this up. I'm going to lay this down because I haven't glued anything on, but I want to do this before I start gluing. And I know this is hard to see. Let me get a clip so this doesn't fall off. Okay. Oh, I have this little fairy on here too. And then let's put a couple of big ones on. I know you can't see this because I have you so zoomed in. There's a bigger one and another one. Okay. So I'm going to keep one aside to add the things onto. But this one, I'm going to go ahead and add it to this. And all I'm doing is just squeezing these back together, making sure they're nice and, oops, don't do that. When you start to pull these and push them this way, they will never go back together the way they're supposed to. So, all right, we're going to start with that top one. Now, I got to sit down here so I can see. I'm praying that you can. I'm getting my chair up here. I'm still having back issues. I'm telling you, it's no fun being old. Okay, I want that as far up as I can get it. So that's going to go like that. Oh, this one isn't going on quite as... All right, let's try this. Let's just take them off. They're all in a row. Let's put this at the very top. I think that'd be okay. We'll just leave that like that. And if I need to, I can just... Can you see? Let me move these out of the way. And I'm just putting them right back on. I want them all on at once. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Okay. So then when I start gluing, I can just easily... Uh-oh. Oh, then I went... Well, when I rewatch this, I'm going to be, that's not even the way that I had them to begin with. Did I end with... Well, it's not that one. Changing my mind again. I think it looks better to go opposite. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. So I hope you guys are all having a great week and a fantastic Friday. All right, that's perfect. All right, so now what we're going to do is keep this out of the way as much as possible. And I'm just going to take this glue, and I'm going to use my toothpick because, like I said, my E6000 is messy. It will start oozing out of there in just 2.5 seconds. Okay, so I don't want to get it on the top of that, but I do want to make sure that it's going to hold. So I'm just, can you see that? I'm just putting the glue on here, moving it. Oop, get up there, baby girl. As far up as I can. I'm putting the next one up there, and it is, you can see a little bit of glue in there that's just keeping it together. That's okay. And all I'm doing is just kind of covering that needle as I go. And you can kind of move it so that that glue will get right inside of there before you pop it all the way up to the top. And I'm pretty generous with this. Like, I want to make sure it's going to stay. And these, why can I not think today? Ugh, because I haven't had enough coffee. We're just going to call them spacer beads for the moment because I can't remember what they're called. I use them all the time. Ooh, that's a little too much maybe. See, it gets clumpy and ugh. I also do have a baby wipe because I do not like to get this stuff. This is just a big old clump. Let's see what happens. Ugh. See what I'm saying? Okay, that worked. We just got to get that little piece off there. Perfect. And I mean, personally, I like to use more than less because I do not want it. I mean, you're going to be using this and kind of putting some muscle into it sometimes. So you want to make sure it's nice and secure. And I just keep, see what I'm saying? Those little boogers out of there. And these beads are a little bit smaller, like the hole in the bead is a little smaller. So there's not a lot of play with it. Where the ones, these that I did, like this was one like a Pandora bead. So it had a lot of, the space was really large. So I was able to wiggle it and get some glue down in there. I'm just moving them all again, just so I know they're going to be secure. What am I doing? Don't do that, Ange. So what do I know? Not much. I think I'm going to, like I said, I think I'll do my first. I have two craft room tour, 2022 craft room tours. And one is kind of, here was the problem, here's the solution on some storage and really making the your craft room, or in this case, my craft room, as user-friendly as possible while still maintaining organization. And, you know, I know a lot of people who, they like to see everything. I am not that person, but I like everything stored away neat and tidy. That's got too much on it right here. But I need to be able to know where everything is, which I know where everything is, but you know the saying, out of sight, out of mind, right? So, that was one of my problems that I needed to overcome, which I think I did. And then I've got some storage solutions and some tips. So that's going to be my first video in my craft room. And then I have another one that I'm going to do regarding how to utilize your living space for storage for your craft supplies. And that was partly because I do a lot of work in our family room downstairs in the kitchen area for all my Etsy orders and for putting all my kits together and all that good stuff. And I was really tired of taking, and I have lots of stuff for those kits, and I was just tired of putting everything, pulling everything out, putting everything away, and it was just a lot. So I needed a solution, and I think I came up with some good ones. Now, you know, it's all about using what you got, and I did. That's perfect. Okay, so that is done. Now we just have to let it dry. And I think I'm gonna, I think I have those sewing clips. What do I have all over my, oh, I was like, why are my nails all nasty? It's ink. All right, now we got to figure out what we're going to put on the top. So I really liked this. I thought that was really cute. And see, here's what I like about this one. It makes noise. So I'm thinking, let's put the lid back on this until we're ready to use it again. Hold on, I got to wipe it off a little bit. It just keeps pouring out. And I also have that little fairy. And then I have this bulb pin, which we could take it off the bulb pin. Maybe we leave it on the bulb pin, because if somebody is going to get this, we also have this. We're just putting it all on there. Why not? It'll be fun. All right. So what I think I will do is first put on, it's hard with my Band-Aid on my finger. This one, because this is the biggest one. This might be a little difficult to see because I'm going to try to keep this from... Normally, if I would do these, by the way, I would let this dry and then put them on. But we're going to do it like this. Oh, gosh, see, that's why. And I know I just did what I said not to do, but I just needed to get it a little bit closer to each other. And I barely even smushed it. I just wanted to make sure they were tight together. Some of these are not the best, and so you kind of have to finagle them. There we go. I think that's good. All right, let's look at this. So we have this pretty little dangle. I think we need to add... Yeah, we need that on there for sure. But I'm going to add that on. I could have added it on right there. Just opened it up and put it on. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, what's this cross? Is that hooked to something? Oh, that's copper. I'm going to put that over here. I'm not really loving that one. Let's just open this one back up. She says, after saying how not good that one was. This is really hard to see from this far away. Did it. Sometimes, like this, like I said, some of these are not that great. Some of these jump rings I have, I can barely get them open and closed. They're so durable. Okay, that's good. Here, can't see it. That's better. Okay, now, what now? I'm thinking we need to put this on there too. Let's see what that will look like. I'm just trying to think how I want it. I kind of want it to be, let's use this little one right there. So we're going to need 2 jump rings. And, you know, you could do this with, you know, make all your things and just use a jump ring so that you can take it off for this one. And maybe we'll, here, let me remember that. Try to remember that. Maybe we'll try, well, we don't really need it. Well, we'll see. All right. And I kind of want that to come on here, but let's see where we want this. Oh, yeah. How cute is that? Let's see. Put it back up on my... I like it. Now let's just put the little fairy right about there. See if we can use another medium. Well, I bet that's going to need a bigger one because this is kind of thick. Let's just, here. We'll use one that's more the color of that chain. Kind of the goldish, brush gold. Brush bronze. Not really brush bronze, but my goodness, these are hard to get out of here. Okay, there we go. And that one's not even, they're not even, where's my other one? You see how that's overlapping? Why? Don't make my life difficult. There we go. All right, that one's done. See how easy that was? Now, these dangles obviously were from old necklaces and such. So, you know, if you've got an old necklace, this make your life easier and try it this way. All right, let's do another one real quick. I'm going to lay this here so we can look at it. I'm going to put mine away. Let's do a little holiday one. And we'll try to remember. I know that these 2 beads will not fit on this skewer. All right. So what do we got? You know what? I'm going to put this on here just so. Because I will forget, even though it's staring me right in the face. What do we, should we start with? Let's start with a green one. And maybe a candy cane-ish one. I don't know if these worked. I did try these on the needle, but I don't know if they'll work on here. No, it was a snowflake because they, yeah, it's too wide, but it did work on the needle. This is just a button, so you could use a button. They don't fit on there. Oh, that's pretty. I think we need to Maybe we do another silver and then the red at the bottom. Now, these aren't quite as long. Oh, I don't know. I'm saying just use this one because this isn't as long. And yeah, that's about all we can do on that one. We might be able to do another little... I'm pretty sure these didn't fit. I was thinking just to cap this up. Nope. We could do another little silver one. Oh, that one's not working. I know some of you do. Maybe not. Let's try the green one. What do you think? I like it. Let's just do it. All right, so now we got to get our glue. And we're just going to do the same thing. I just thought of something I wanted to tell you guys. Do I remember what it was? No. Oh, I do know what it was. So, I was thinking about putting these in my Etsy shop, just a couple of them to see. Or maybe I'll just do them on a live sale because, you know, that's way more fun. So I was like, well, I've got to have a way to send these so that they don't stick. Well, on my... And I'm okay with that glue there. I want to make sure that it's... I mean, it dries clear. I don't mind that there's a little bit. No one... I mean, if you're going to be looking that close to it... I can't even see it, to be honest. It's those little glumpy things that... That thing went flying, didn't it? Did it get onto my... I don't know. And see how I'm just pulling this down so I can always add more. There we go. There's still a little bit on there, but not enough to hold that next one. And that's a big one. See, on those bigger ones, you can, like, actually stick... glue right down inside of the hole. The one thing I always try to be careful of is not to get too much glue, like to get my fingers all up in there and then ruin the shine or the sheen of the bead itself. Okay, we're almost there. Now we got to put the pretties on. I don't even remember what I grabbed out. Oh, that seems like... I definitely want to make sure it's... Okay, back to what I was saying. So, I just wanted to tell you, I'm taking one for the team. Because what you probably noticed when I showed you my awl, I use my other Pokie tool is in my pincushion, but I just use a wine cork. So, you know, I've been saving. I'm like, well, I probably need some of these if I'm going to sell these. So, you're welcome. My pleasure. And I'm just going to get that excess glue off. And I need another. I like these little rubbery ones because they really stick nice. Now, I haven't done one with the thing this big. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all of the goodies on it. Now that I got this out, I don't like... It's got red and blue on it. Oh, and this was another one, I think. I don't know why that's like that. Can I get it off? Let's try. I'd like to use what I think I could do. Where is it? Get your big phalange out of the way. There it is. Let's open this up. Ooh, that one's a strong one. Oh gosh, did I just screw that up? And remember, as I always say, please give me some grace. I can't see anything. What else do I have here that we could add to that? Because I don't like these two, and those two need to go. So we've got this we can put on it. I don't know that well, we could use this. Try that. Well, let's just take these two off and deal with it in a second. Okay, I'm just going to snap. Ooh, I'm going to snap this bottom one off because that one looks like we better keep it on there. Well, there went that. Let's just see what we can do here. Got a little gold one. I think I'm going to need a big one. Yeah, I don't know much. I've been taking it pretty easy this week, and it's really driving me crazy. But what do, you know? And so I haven't really done any videos or anything, and I've been chomping at the bit. Well, and what I'm realizing is my back actually feels better when I am, like, sitting. I'm just going to try this out and see what happens. You know, sitting in my chair down here versus in a recliner or on the sofa or laying down. So that's cute. That's fine. Let's get rid of these and this. All right, let's get another one. I'm thinking we need, and on this top, we need like a big bow, like a fabric bow, because it's big. Like I said, this is the first time I've done this, so with one of those. Oh, my fingers are totally gluey and inky. Please forgive me. All right, let's put everything on this bulb pin. So we've got this little ornament, this little vintage ornament with my button snowflakes. We've got this little guy, and this way somebody can just pop that off. I think that's good. I think we don't want to go too crazy with it, but let me see if I can find some fabric. I have organized all my Christmas stuff, but it might be so organized and stacked on top of each other that it might take me a second. Fabric, where are we? Oh no, we're not too far away. That's the only thing that I'm like, well, it is the season, so I guess I just need to deal with the fact that I've got my Christmas tote out. I wish I had room to just keep this out all the time. You know, somewhere away, but far but away. Oh, here, you know what we could use? I love this. Okay, let's use some of this. And what other color did we have? We had... So that will be cute. Let's just start with that. Didn't plan this. And then we will call it a video because I've been on here longer than I thought. Okay. Ooh, that might be still too thick. Let's go a little bit thinner. I think I'm going to like this because I like it with lots of textiles and mixture of this and that. Ooh, come on. This is really hard with my thumb. Let me cut off. Normally I like those extra little pieces, but okay, really? And then, where shall we put this? Shall we? We're just going to put it on there. I feel like I could have just done like, I don't know, I feel like that needs something else, but I'm not going to belabor it. What I'll do is I'll think about it off camera because you guys are probably tired of being here, and then I'll take a photo so you'll see the finished product before we actually do it. But it needs something else. I think it needs some more ribbon or something, so I will add that to it. Well, yeah, I'm standing right here and I have a couple seconds. Is there something? I don't like this kind of ribbon though. It's too dark. Okay. Well, I will think about it, see what I can find, and show you the outcome, because that's just not doing it for me. But I do like it otherwise. It's just a lot of area on this one, and it needs something. What that is, I'm not sure. So I will play around with it, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Like I said, it's very, very easy. Anyone can do it. You just need a few supplies. And my suggestion is go to your thrift shops to find your beads, because no need to go out and buy expensive beads when you can use necklaces. You can use beads from, you know, that somebody else has discarded. And like I said, look at this. I mean, this is tons worth of embellishments and accents to your journals with just, I paid $2.50. That's what I usually pay at my local thrift shop. Thrift store. All right, friends, I've kept you long enough. Until next time, remember to take time to just be, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.